From Episode 7 All Good Things. This episode was a masterpiece of brutality and deceitfulness, because it shows the extreme cunning of these creatures, and how far they will go to get inside a house. This to me is one of the best episodes we had so far. This episode shows the downfall of the colony house on the hill, which I predicted in the very first episode when I saw the house. It's not surprising that the colony house failed. There were plenty of indicators that their days were numbered, due in no small part to their philosophy and laxed rules. Remember, it takes just one person to compromise the whole house, which in this episode happened. The episode starts off nice enough with the colony home preparing to celebrate the anniversary of Fatima, a colony home resident, but as they gear up to celebrate, other forces behind the scenes are preparing their own plans. In the meantime, back in the town, Boyd tells Father Kotri his plans on how he wants to get the people out of this town, and Father Kotri tells Boyd why he believes Sarah, who he has tied up in the church basement, may be useful. In order to gain his trust on his belief in her importance, he opens up about his dark past by confessing some of his darker sins. In the last episode we saw Kotri dig up a bloody shirt, of course leading all of us to speculate that he might have done something terrible. But as he tells Boyd and reveals the background of the shirt, it becomes more clear that the situation is more complicated than what we first thought. Back at the colony house celebration, not everyone is in such a jovial mood. Ellis seems to be bothered by something. The celebration or anniversary seems to bring up bad memories for him, so he starts to drink a lot in this episode. Fatima really starts to display her positive qualities in this episode as you see how much she tries to unify the people in the best way she can. It is revealed by Donna how much she contributes to the house. An interesting moment happened when one of the residents was talking about how they might be trapped in some sort of dimension. It's funny how this is revealed, and could prove true in some way later on. As the celebration continues, Julie, embarrassed by a situation with Fatima, runs and hides in a place where she wouldn't be found in Victor's room. In an awkward exchange, Julie tries to get to know Victor a little better. But things start to take a turn for the worst for the colony home. Remember when I told you it only takes one person to compromise this whole house, and how the residents' days were numbered? Well, that weak link happened to be called Kevin. You see, Kevin in the last episode was behaving in a way that was questionable. It was revealed that he was courting trouble with one of the creatures named Jasmine, every night at the upstairs bathroom window, offering the creature gifts and flowers. In one of my videos I talk about the real danger of these creatures, and it is not their ferocity or their strength, it's their cunning, the merciless malice behind their intent, their deceptiveness that makes them truly dangerous, and in this episode it was put on full display, as Jasmine, in a masterful display of psychological manipulation and deception, skillfully maneuvered her way into the house. Kevin, who was totally duped, believed her lies, allowing himself to get deceived by what he thought was love and affection, but instead was cruelty and evisceration as she kissed him and ripped his tongue out at the same time. In this episode these creatures showed what they really were, innocent in words and appearance but monstrous in deeds and motivation, truly horrifying. Jasmine, after gaining entrance into the house, she let others of her species in, as they walked disturbingly slow, all the while smiling creepily, slaughtering all they could find. The colony house fell, and characters who we thought were permanent were killed, which was kind of disturbing in this episode. But I think the most interesting part was watching Victor. Victor went into full preparation mode as he seemed to know what was about to happen, and since Julie was with him in his room, he took her along with him, protecting her and telling her to escape into one of the trees. The tree that would end up transporting Julie into an unknown place, but at least out of danger. Later on, as the people ran from the house, they took shelter in the town's police station, and as Father Kotri was outside trying to get the group to come inside the police station, he was attacked by one of the creatures. It clawed his neck, causing it to bleed uncontrollably, ending the episode. To me, this was one of the best episodes so far and one of the most brutal. It also gives an appearance and impression that no character is secure, which is great for horror series. So, tell me what you think, guys. I love this show and I can't wait to see what the last few episodes have in store. Leave your comments below and thanks for watching.